Beyond Meat brand, it's doing what the other girls won't do. That's just how it is. Hi, I'm Lindsay Geller, the Associate Love and Lifestyle Editor at Women's Health.
Hi, I'm Alexis Jones, and I'm the Assistant Editor for Women's Health.
And today we're gonna do a vegan taste test of the menu at Dunkin. So we're gonna be eating vegan food from a fast food restaurant, which is a really new emerging area for vegan food to be found. I originally went vegetarian when I was 14, and that was really because of animal welfare and not liking factory farming. When I was 19, I transitioned into veganism.
I will eat and try anything. I'm fine with eating vegan food, but I don't really go out to think, oh, let me get something vegan on the menu. I think, oh, let me get like chicken or, a steak. But I am open to trying it, and I'm excited to see what Dunkin has to offer. So normally this sandwich would come with cheese and eggs, but we removed that because we want to eat it in a vegan way. As a meat eater and a sausage fan, I think it looks pretty decent as a sausage imitation, but the presentation itself is kind of sad. Without the cheese and the egg, it's like bland and there's nothing really on it. Normal sausage patties have those little natural sort of like grooves and like bumps, and this still has like the right texture. It doesn't feel like fake meat. It feels like a natural piece of meat.
I really have no frame of reference, but it tastes good to me for what it is. I'm not a huge fan of fake meat in general, but when I eat it, I will say that like the Beyond Meat brand, it's doing what the other girls won't do. That's just how it is. I remember many years of the only option at fast food restaurants being a very modified sad salad.
Now we're gonna try the actual sausage sandwich. By we, I mean me, because I'm the only one who's not vegan. Now that I've tried the real sausage, I have to change my opinion. But if I hadn't tasted this afterward, I would have been fine with the Beyond sausage. But now that I've had the real sausage, I can't go back. I think that because it is real meat, like the seasoning and like the smokiness of the sausage is like still held within it, and so like you don't lose that like meaty flavor, and you don't get that with like the Beyond sausage.
This is the Beyond sausage again, but it's in what Dunkin would like to have us believe is a wrap.
This is it? Look at this. I have half a sausage.
For the record, where's the fake beef?
Where is the beef?
What?
This is like the saddest wrap in the world. It deserves the world's saddest song on the smallest violin.
Let's take a bite. Like when you think wrap, I feel like you think soft, and this would be like wrapped around the sausage, but it's not. It's just like half a moon shaped sausage sitting inside a hard communion wafer wrap.
It's like a group project, and the sausage is doing a really good job doing what needs to be done for the group project. And the wrap is the other person in the group who is just not holding up their end of the bargain. But that's what I think this is. I think this is a group project gone horribly wrong.
Yes.
Hashbrowns are like pretty much always vegan. Occasionally there will be like milk powder or some other like additive that really is not necessary. Those are the ones that you would typically get in like the frozen section. You're not gonna get them with like fast food hashbrowns. Like those are pretty much be potatoes, oil, salt, all vegan things, believe it or not.
Has the crispy element. It has really good flavor. It tastes like a potato, because it is a potato.
And I love myself a good hash brown. In moderation. I was gonna say, I think it's a solid hash brown.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Next up, we're gonna try some bagels. The only bagel that we're not trying from Dunkin is the multigrain because that has honey in it. I try to stay away from honey as much as possible, as do pretty much, I would say the majority of vegans.
What I would like to try is the cinnamon raisin bagel. So for me, the cinnamon raisin is definitely the best bagel. very fluffy. It has like the most flavor, obviously because of the raisins. I personally really love raisins.
The everything bagel definitely looks the most appetizing. I live in Brooklyn. We get some very good bagels in New York, but this looks pretty good if you're not comparing it to New York bagels. The everything bagel seasonings are on point. It's not as hefty as a normal New York bagel, which is what I'm used to, but you know, it's still soft and doughy. And
the plain bagel was surprisingly just like really flat and dry, and the sesame seed bagel just like is not really up my alley, and I don't really like getting seeds stuck in my teeth. I personally would choose the cinnamon raisin bagel every time.
Yeah, it's the same thing. The flavor's good. The other two just kind of fall flat for me, and I don't know. There's something about the sesame seed bagel that I don't love that flavor. I don't love that amount of sesame seeds. One of the biggest adjustments I guess you have to make when becoming vegan is ditching dairy entirely. For a lot of people that means not having it in their morning, afternoon coffee. Luckily there are a lot of really awesome non-dairy milk options on the market. You know, for a long time there was just soy, then almond entered the chat, and now we also have oat milk, and there's even a million more than that, but I won't get into it.
So now we're gonna try the coffees. We have two here. One is with oat milk and one is with almond milk. They're both lattes, and they also both have vanilla and hazelnut in them.
Alexis is having her lattes hot, but I'm gonna have mine iced. Other than that, same ingredients, just different temperatures.
Lindsay, let's take a sip. Let's start with the almond milk.
I mean, this is just so sweet. It's like drinking like candy, kind of. It's so good. Let's now try the oat milk so we can compare the two.
There is a clear difference.
There is.
The one with oat milk, to me, tastes more watered down than the almond milk one.
This almond milk one is very delicious, but it's very sweet to the point of, could I drink the entire thing? Because after a certain point, it's just like, oh my God, too much sugar.
I think the lingering taste of the almond latte coffee has a much better like vibe than the oat milk latte.
I feel like just off of first impressions and having a few sips, it's the almond milk one, and the oat milk one, I'm still figuring it out.
For me, the almond milk is definitely the winner. I think it has a much bolder taste to it, so I'm going with that one.
Now that we've tried all these foods from Dunkin', I think the best was definitely the Beyond sausage for me. The almond milk latte really brought it. So those were definitely my top two. I could definitely see myself being quite happy starting my morning with each of those. One thing that, like, you know, didn't have to be specially made vegan but was quite good, the hash browns. But I mean, potatoes fried in oil will never disappoint you. It's just a fact of life.
I would definitely choose the sausage muffin over the sausage wrap. I think it was clearly the better option in terms of texture and taste.
Like, that wrap was just, I don't know, I'm gonna scarred for life.
The bagels, the cinnamon raisin was good, it was fine, but the other ones, we don't need to eat those. The almond milk latte was the best one. The oat milk, like I said, watered down. But I think the winner of the entire taste test were the hash browns. I think they were the most flavorful. They had a great crunch. I think they're so good. Everything else is like, okay, I'd eat it if I had to.
Thank you for watching Vegan Taste Test. Let us know in the comments if you've tried any of these foods and what you think of them. And don't forget to subscribe to the Women's Health YouTube channel. Bye.